Lefty is going to continue his
Coding. Jinx.
Alright, so we have worked on doing just getting the words on, and then we did images, and now we're going, and then we worked on background colors and changing colors. Now we're going to do all of that together.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so the first part is open your text editing program and create a new HTML file. Copy and paste your code from the CSS into this new file and modify it so that there are three. Okay, so we're going to copy and paste, and then we're going to add 3 division tags.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and open your coding. And then we're going to open the CSS file. And then open with the text edit. Okay, so this is the file. And we're going to create a new one. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to duplicate it. So we're going to duplicate. So that's going to give us a copy. And we're going to close this one. And we're going to rename this one.
Going to hear back with another Minecraft video. What?
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, so we're going to add 3 division tags like this. So in the book, again, we're using continuing get coding. And in the book we have under body.
This body?
No, that's the closing tag for body. Under the opening tag for body.
Where is it? Is it
right
this,
there.
This one?
Yes, that's the opening tag body, right?
Right.
Okay. Alright, so this has division or dividend, and then there's styling padding. Okay, so I think we're going to take all of that out.
So just
all the, hold on, enter your new file and modify it so that there are 3 division tags like this. Now, all the way up to this arrow. So all the way up to here. We're just going to take that all out. Okay? And then we have, then we're going to take the B out. Or the P, I mean, we want to take that P. The back arrow P, forward arrow.
this?
No.
This?
The P, where the P is.
Oh.
We're going to take that P, that whole part out. Not the words, but the arrows and the P. Yes, just go ahead and delete it. Now at the end, delete those that P there as well. Okay, now you're going to type back arrow. You have to press shift.
Wait, what's back arrow again?
The arrow that points backwards. BR for break. And a forward slash, the one that leans to the front, yeah, and then a forward arrow. And I said B, not D. Put your arrow in.
That was a D.
No, I said B.
Oh!
Slight interruption. And so to continue what we were doing, so I changed the B, or the D, to a B. And now for the second paragraph there, you're going to take out this P.
Zit.
And the end P.
What?
The end P.
Oh, wrong one. Also.
And leave the division. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then we're going to Okay, so click behind the division, so your cursor is behind the closed division. The open is just division. The close has the back /. So I want you to click behind the close, the behind it. Right, click. Okay, now press return. Okay, so we're going to bring this over to be underneath there, and now we're going to do an open division tab. So do a back arrow with a div.
div for justice.
And then a forward arrow.
Forward arrow.
Right, now you're going to press return. And then bring tab. Yeah, I'm going to tab it in. Tab just brings your indent or paragraph. And then you're going to type something. So your title is 5 Nights at Fredbear's. 5 Nights at Fredbear's will be my first fan game. No. Oh! Just hit delete. Okay, now you need capital letters when you start. So this is going to just be something. So the book, they're doing a diamond thing in the book. So it's titled The Monk Diamond. Why was the Monk Diamond hidden in a cave? Who hid it there? Was it the Bond brothers? Okay, so your title is 5 Nights at Fredbear's. Then your beginning paragraph is 5 Nights at Fredbear's will be my first fan game. Then your next paragraph says 5 Nights at Fredbear's will. Now they have a break in here, so we're going to put a break in here as well, just so that it kind of sticks with the going of the actual thing. So just copy that BR / because we're going to put that in again. I didn't mean copy it, I meant type it. Okay, now what else were you going to say? We're adapting this.
Will be my first fan game if I learned how to make games.
Okay, so 5 Nights at Fredbear's will be my first fan game. Sorry, stop. You're repeating yourself like 3 times. So 5 Nights at Fredbear's will be my first fan game when I learn how to code games with this
test drive.
Okay, so we're here. Hey, Bubba. So you're going to shift or return it down, and then you're going to put in your closing division. So back arrow / div
justice division
and forward arrow. Okay, and then we're going to put some more underneath that. So now return again, spacebar 3 times because the tab goes too far.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to open another division, and now you're going to type something, or you're going to drop it down and tab. Now type something else that goes along with what you're writing. So 5 Nights at Fredbear's will be my first fan game when I learn how to code games with this book.
So I'll be able to make it.
Okay, so I hope I will be able
Something like this.
to make it soon. Okay, now put your closing break.
Okay, so backwards.
Oh, wait a minute. Up at able. Yeah, right there. No, don't copy. No, I just want the cursor there. You have to put a break there so that your program knows to drop that line down. After able, click cursor. Okay, now back arrow we want to put the tag in for break so that it doesn't come in one line, so it brings it down.
Okay.
So BR / arrow, right. Okay, and then after soon, we're going to hit return, 3 space bars, and a closing division tag. So back arrow /
What?
forward. You're closing it, so you need the /
Okay.
div forward arrow, and then we already have the body in HTML at the end, right? So change the color, the font, and position of the text in your first division tag. Use the color, font size, and text line CSS properties. Your code should look like this. Okay, so in the book they have division, style, color, gray, font style, size, 8 points, text alignment, center. So that means that they want the first part after the title to be centered in a gray font.
Okay.
Okay, so go up to the very first div division, the very first one, yeah, right after the V, click, and that's your cursor. Now you're going to put a space,
and
then type style,
STYLE
equals, quotation marks, color,
or
colon,
I've not been typing.
I know. Pick a color. They have gray in the book, but what do you want that first part to be called? Okay, so that's the first one. And then they want you then change the width, the height, and the second division using the width and height properties. So we're going to use 75% width, 100 pixel height, background color, and margins. So after the division, yep, okay. Let's try moving 1/3 or the third division to a different position on the page using the float property to move it to the right, and then adding a border. So save this. So click on save.
Folder.
Right. Okay. Now just click over here, and then open it with the web. So double click. There it is. So there's your title. Is blue in the center. Your outline your main thing. I'm not sure why this is so long, but I guess that's what it has in the book too. So it's really long. And then you got your dotted gray on the other side there. Yeah, we did it. Or you didn't. I just read it. So that was the skills part of that. So then we have classes. So you might have noticed that adding lots of properties to your tags has made out lines of code long and difficult to read. It also takes time to type all the properties out. So it's talking about how this took a long time for typing, right?
Right.
It took a while to get through it all. To save time and make the code look neater, we now need to learn how to use classes. CSS classes help organize the body of your page. CSS class is a very handy way to applying groups of properties. Okay, so we're going to talk about what classes are. So this is the next thing I'm going to add to stuff. Okay, so basically you're going to kind of like minimize how much you're writing.
With the minimizer. Bang. Ow.
Ow. Okay, programmers use CSS classes to keep the code as simple as possible, and really important to do this when you are coding, as it means you are less likely to make mistakes. As far as most of coding inside the body of your page, it's now time to take a closer look at how we can use the head tag. Let's go back. Fish face. Let's leave it for you. So the first page we built at the beginning of the mission. So the very first page that we ever coded was this, right? Very basic thing. Okay, this one actually has a few words in it already. But anyway, okay, so the very first one. So on every page you've built so far, the title tag has been nested inside the head. So you have the head up here, then you got the title down here, right?
Yeah.
We're going to add CSS classes to the head tag. This is because the head tag is the best place to put information for our browser that we don't want to see drawn in the main body of the page. So we're going to put these class tags up in this part. Okay. Style tags. So here's an example. So here's the head, there's the title, style, and all the information. Okay, and notice this. This is a brace. Okay.
Bracelet.
So just real quick, since you can't see the book, I'm going to type a tag or a brace. I don't use braces. So these are the brace that they're talking about. Those little things. Okay. And a different kind of bracket on it. So let's see. We're going to add classes to the heads. To create a class, CSS class, you tell your browser that you are switching from an HTML to a CSS. You do this by using the style tag, which you nest inside the head. The style tag is just like all the other HTML tags you have used so far in the mission, except you put a CSS inside it. Okay, so this
style.
Well, this is just what we're doing. So this is the information part. Okay, so this part, the checklist, is not the checklist. This part with the white pages. This is your skills, the doing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is do it. Okay. So you put in the style tag under the head, and then you're putting in a dot text with a brace, an opening brace. Okay. So we're not typing anything right now. So I'm just explaining what we're doing. So this is what they're talking about. So this is a different way of writing and structuring your code. The CSS classes always start with the same name. This reading is boring.
Oh.
It's up to you to name the CSS classes, but before the class name there has to be a dot. There's been a pair of braces. The braces tell your browser where the instruction is needed to follow beginning and end. Inside the braces, you put all your properties that you want the HTML element. As before, you separate the property from the value with a colon, and after the value, put a semicolon. In the example we have created for the CSS class that we have named text, every time you use the CS class, you will change the text to align, font size, background color, properties, and values you've selected. Applying CSS classes to HTML element in the body of the code is really simple. You just add the name you have chosen for the CSS class to the opening HTML tag for the element you want to change. Rather than using the style attributes, you use the new class attribute. So the class attribute we have used in class CSS is text as the value. We haven't included the dot at the beginning. As with all the other attributes, you have used equal signs, double quotations to set the value. Look at to use the CSS class and class attributes. Okay.
I am a conehead. I come from France.
So we're going to be using the braces and things like that for what we're going to be doing. Okay. So using CSS classes and attributes are the simple and effective way for using to change your elements. Try coding some of this. Open your text edit program to create a new HTML class. We're going to call it classes, and we're going to copy and paste the properties into it. So all I'm going to do is we're going to duplicate properties. We are going to close properties, and then we're going to rename the properties into there. Okay, so this is our new classes. Okay.
Right.
So open it up into new profile, modify it so that 3 division tags look like this. Okay. So the division tag, we're going to delete everything in the division tags.
This.
Okay, so now we're going to add a style tag inside the header tag. Your code should look like this. So you're going to go up to where it says head.
The first head?
Yeah, underneath the title. So go to the end of title. So where it closes, where the closing title is. Yep, click on there. Okay, we're going to hit return so that you come down. Now go in. So you're under title.
Which title?
Under the title. The word title. Oh, hold on. Okay. Now put arrow, style, arrow.
Okay. Arrow, style.
Return. 3 space bars. Now you're going to put the closing style tag. Right. Then between the opening and closing style tags, create a CSS class called the header. Set the background color, padding, text, align, and font properties. Add the width and height properties to choose values of your properties. Your code will look like this. So under the first style, so the opening tag, yeah, go to the end of it, press return. Okay, now press tab. You want to bring it further in tab? Yep. Now press dot or period, dot, header. So header is now going to be your code word, basically, okay?
Okay.
Space and brace. No, you gotta shift because the brace is on top.
Oh.
Okay, now you're going to drop it down to return. Tab. And put two. No, not two tabs, sorry. Two space bars. Okay, now background color.
Return.
Tab.
It's just tab.
Yes. Put a tab. Now closing brace. Okay, and then you're closing. You already have it, but you're closing style. Okay. Apply your header CSS class to the first division in your body using the class attribute. Your code will look like this. So go down to the first part that says division.
This?
Yeah, go in after the V, space, and then you're going to write class equals header.
Cool. Ass.
Equals header. Remember, that's your secret code word, and then quotation marks.
Cool. Quotation.
Okay, so then the rest of it. Okay, so that's what you got. Now, in the next part, create a second class in your style tab and call it title. This new CSS class will come after your header. Set the font size and everything else so it looks like this. So, class style, create a second class in your style tag and call it title.
Dot tile. Tile.
Okay, so go underneath the last closing brace. Click at the end of the brace.
This?
The closing brace symbol.
Which one? There's
There's
whole bunch.
only one. This is the only closing brace there is.
Oh,
okay, return. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Now type
dot.
Oh, right. Sorry. You need to probably line it up with that. Okay. Now dot title. Oh, that's not me. Okay, create a third style tag and call it body. So go back up to your last closing brace. Yes, click behind it. Now return, tab, now dot, body.
I
The
forgot.
quotation. You just put one in.
I forgot.
Oh, okay, now you're going to save it.
Saving file. So
And
that's what
then,
silver looks like.
Yeah. You saved it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see. Okay, we're going to close this one. Now you can go ahead and open classes and see if it looks right.
Holy
Look at that! It did! It worked! Why am I surprised? Yay! You did it! That's great!
What?
It did what we're supposed to do. So there's more on classes. There's more than one CSS class, but we have been recording for a while, and I think we are going to stop for now, right? Is that
Right.
good?
Right.
And then we'll come back next time and continue.
Right.
Okay?
Bye.
So, like, subscribe.
And see y'all next time. Bye.